Welcome back to another video. And in today's video, I'll be talking to you guys about, do you need a balanced life or not? Before I start, I wanted to be honest with you guys regarding what I've been up to the last one and a half weeks. And the truth is that I haven't been up to anything. The reason behind that is that, since 2025 started, I was continuously working towards one thing or the other and did not catch a break at all. And the last 1.5 weeks, my entrance finished and I got into a college. And after that happened, my cousins came home with my grandmom. So I was spending time with them and just getting my mind off work for a bit so that I can dial back in way better. And now that that time is over and my cousin is gone, we are back to work. So yeah, I don't know if I have told this to you guys, but my mindset when it comes to work is very extreme. I either work all the time or I don't work at all. And the reason behind that is that I don't like mixing the both of them, because when I mix both of them, I feel like both become very half-assed. And I want to exactly talk about that in this video today, which is the topic. Do you need a balanced life or can you be an extreme person? Well, to start off, let me first tell you that your definition of balance matters a lot. Because a lot of people think balance can be something such as, oh, I set X amount of time for a particular task in a day, and the rest of the time I spend it completely on having fun and doing absolutely anything, like whatever the hell I want to do. And another form of balance, which a lot of people who follow when it comes to being successful at a certain level, is that you set a certain amount of time for your work and you keep that time range flexible and negotiable, and the rest of the time, whatever you have throughout the day, which you can use to cool out and relax, you spend it on other tasks that is going to help you in again becoming a better person and adding on to your character. So I personally follow the second point of view when it comes to balance, because a lot of people say that, oh, I live a balanced life, or oh, I do not want to live a balanced life, but they don't really know the definition. And the truth is that the definition differs from people to people. So I'll mainly be talking about these two definitions today and how can you tackle that. To dive a little bit deeper about what I mean by these two definitions is that the first definition, when I said that you spend your time when you're free to do whatever the hell you want, it is things such as partying, doing things which you do not get any kind of return out of when you look at it from a perspective of 1 to 2 years or more time than that. And another definition which I was talking about, where you spend the rest of your time doing something which is not work but still helps you out, can be anything which is a hobby, spending time with your loved ones, because all of these things have a return in the future. Because if you spend time learning, for example, chess or learning a combat sport, it's not something that you are just giving into and not getting anything out of, because in the future you are going to see the benefits from it, right? So when I talk about a balanced life, this is what I mean by a balanced life. And if we follow the definition 2, I live a balanced life. But if I follow the definition 1, I'm an extreme person, right? So here are two reasons why I do not feel that definition 1 or the definition 1 of balance is the right way to approach and lead your life. Before I get to point 1, I want to put you guys through a situation and I want you guys to find an answer to that situation. Imagine that you are doing something that you love to do from the bottom of your heart. Would you consider about how much time you're putting into it and put a barrier on that and try to lead a balanced way of doing that? Or would you completely be lost in whatever you're doing and be so involved in it that you forget about everything that is around you? Well, the answer to that is, most of the times when you work really hard and you really love doing what you do, you forget a balance exists, right? So I've noticed this. A lot of times people who try to lead a balanced life towards anything are first average, right? You see anyone at the top of the top levels, that can be Kobe Bryant from basketball, that can be Ronaldo when it comes to football. Do you think these people thought about balance when they were working? They didn't care. They loved what they did. They had the passion to sit and work hard for hours and hours, countless number of hours, to get where they are right now. Right? So before you try to lead a balanced life towards anything, ask yourself what is it that you truly want. And a lot of times when you ask yourself that, you forget about time as a whole when you start doing it. Point two, a lot of times your brain is not meant to function with respect to the amount of time you assign to it, right? So when you tell yourself that, oh, today I'm going to work 4 hours and after that I can chill, you forget that you are deciding the work through the amount of time you're putting in, but not with the amount of output you're getting, right? And what happens in that particular moment is that a lot of times you might work for the first 3 or 50 minutes and you might not get any results at all. But in the last 10 minutes where your brain actually starts working, you're just like, oh, my timer is up, now I have to lead to another thing and, try to keep the day as balanced as possible. Your brain just started working when you were about to leave and you really want to get up, right? And that's the strange thing about our brain. Sometimes you can get a task done within 10 minutes or 20 minutes, right? Because of how fast your brain is working. But the other time, you may need a total of 3 hours or 4 hours to get to one particular good idea. There's something known as a productivity flow in your brain. And that productivity flow is not designed to work in one particular manner every day. Sometimes you might be so quick that you end up getting 15 ideas in one go. But the other time, it might take you 2 to 3 days to get those number of ideas, right? So try focusing more on your productivity flow rather than focusing on the amount of time that you need to put in. Because, bro, as soon as you start doing that, like there was a big thing which happened. I don't know if a lot of people know this, but there was something known as a Pomodoro technique when it came to studying. And I think a lot of us tried doing that when we were, 14, 15. And ever since like that time, like when these kind of techniques used to come up, I was just like, wait, let me try it and see how it goes. You're so dedicated towards the amount of time you're putting in. Like, okay, so it's 25 minutes, 5 minutes break, 25 minutes, 5 minutes break. You're so concerned about that you forget that you're not actually doing anything. Your output is just reducing. So that is why I tell people that yes, keep a range when it comes to how much work you are going to do today. But if it exceeds that, it's only going to help you. It's only going to benefit you, right? And yeah, I think that's another point that people should keep in mind. To add on to the second point, now a lot of people will tell that, oh, Dhir, you talked about an output burnout. What if that happens this time? Like when we are working really, really hard, how are we supposed to divide our time in such a way that even after we're burnt out, we still end up doing something which is not balanced? Like I said, this is where the definition of two of balance comes in. Whatever time you have, when you take to recover, spend it on things which will again help you out, right? So if you're working 8 or 9 hours a day, the rest of the hours, spend it towards a sport, spend it towards, your family, spend it towards anything that you can look back at 2 years from now and be like, yes, that helped me right now. Thank you for watching again. Before I leave, remember to bet on yourself, because if you don't, no one will. And yeah, see you guys in the next video.